like them.
I hear you.
I clean up nice, huh?
Alright, so what's going on, man?
How are you, buddy?
Good.
This is my store, Time of Jewelers.
Okay.
All the cups they buy from me, diamond watches and all the Cuban. So what happened is, this rapper, Sean Kingston.
Okay.
You know him?
Yeah.
Okay. This son of a bitch, what he did is he took some jewelry from a customer of mine out of Philadelphia. The deal did not happen. The girl, the sales lady that worked for this guy from Philadelphia.
Oh, okay, I see. Yeah, because sometimes so for you guys that don't understand, okay, I understand. Sometimes these jewelers, they don't have it in the shop, especially for like cool watches, like watches that cost 90, 100,000, all that shit. They don't have it, but they have somebody who's interested in selling, right? And they have somebody who's interested in buying, and they connect those two people. That's what they do. And they take a little commission out of it.
Had the jewelry on her position.
They'll do the negotiation and everything. And then the other person sends them the thing. The other person sends them the money. You get this, you get that. It's like it's a trade.
And
like
they
really
work together in the
expensive
car.
items. Also, these people make sure that it's the real shit, right? So yeah, nobody gets scammed. It's all good.
Right now toward me, they didn't let her go out from the car until she give back the cash, and then she's telling me that they pull a gun on her.
Where was this at?
Just it happened like an hour ago. I think that's her.
No, that's not. She was wearing black pants.
Oh, black pants.
Yeah,
that's not her. She's walking toward me because they slammed the door on her finger, and she was bleeding.
They didn't let her get out of the car.
Yeah.
Why didn't she call the police then?
Right. She was scared.
They were like telling her, "You're not gonna do this." You're not, like she couldn't take.
And her boss called me up, and it's my
totally
customer. I said, "Yo, Igal, you know this shit happened." I said,
Yeah,
how
dude, a lot
come
of that
you
shit
didn't
costs
tell
some
me?
shit ton of money.
We need to call the police and all this stuff. And I did call the police. It was an hour ago. I did call the police. I felt something. Then they said, oh, she's out from the car. So I said, I'm sorry, it's all okay. Are you sure you want to cancel? I said, yeah. I'm sure they
the
record.
sellers are like either Jewish or Middle Eastern.
Like everybody.
So he left.
Like
So there's
Jewish,
pictures.
Middle Eastern.
Fuck, I put my phone in the
Most of the ones I've
Where's
seen
that?
on
Yeah, happened on
YouTube.
the street right here?
Right here, yeah. An hour ago.
So he came by.
Get the store key. I don't have it. Huh?
He came by to buy jewelry.
No, my customer called me up and say, Igal, I want to sell some jewelry to Sean Kingston. I say, yo, be careful, this guy's a crook. He owes me money. I'm suing him. Then the deal did not go through. So he sent his girl to sell him the jewelry.
So the guy in Philadelphia sent someone here to
Okay,
sell.
exactly. So that sales lady, she's coming. Where is she? So he's a scumbag. That's what he do. He screw people. Open the store. Get my phone. Hello. Oh, you have my phone.
So where is she now?
She's walking here. The deal did not go through. I said, Sean, her boss. I said, be careful. So I said, Igal, the deal did not go through. She's coming with him to the front, to my store.
Yeah.
To the front. And
Oh, disastrous. Your grandma used to sell jewelry. Maybe she sold illegal jewelry, bro, like stolen stuff. Because if you were the front, right, and she would take you to McDonald's, and then they would do the deal there, then boom, big emerald deal. Bro, I think she used to sell stolen goods. Yeah, that story sounds like she sold stolen goods, bro. Yeah, that's what it sounds like to me. Because these guys will sell it on the shop in front of everybody. Big. Now we go to another lady's house. Ah, bro. Hey, yo, you don't eat at McDonald's right now? There are massive recalls for mold and spoiled food and lawsuits. Jesus Christ.
she's gonna give the cash back.
Nah, she had a store in Colombia. Bro. Bro, tell me it was illegal without telling me it was illegal, bro. Tell me you got a store in Colombia. Come on, bro.
And she's gonna take the jewelry back from her.
Disasters, you
They came here to the front, she came to the front, we gave the cash back, the deposit that he gave last night. I don't know what the story exactly, because they were dealing with it. So now she's gonna say exactly what happened. And he said, yo, I'm not gonna give you the merchandise back until you give me my money. So I did a favor for my guy, I gave him 23,000 to count in the car, so they can let her go out. You understand? With the jewelry
Yeah.
that he was going to purchase, which is not, because he owes money to all the jewelers, millions.
So did he actually take anything?
Hello?
No, he didn't. He gave the jewelry back. She gave the money, but she's saying that, first of all, when she went out from the car, they closed the door on her finger.
Okay.
And then she told me that they put a gun on her. You cannot go out until you give me the money.
Yeah, that's what they said.
So they tried. I'm still so confused. They tried to rob her, or did they just try to?
We don't know. I don't know.
Okay, well, I can't do anything if she's not here.
Exactly.
Yeah, look
The
at
poor
this.
girl,
Look at this.
she left when
You
she
see
was
that?
scared.
You see the
because
eyebrows
she's
there?
from Philadelphia. Is
When you
her?
told me that story, I went,
One of the dealers, my friend from Bentley.
Sounds like
the
grandma
car
stealing
even is
stolen
not his.
goods.
He never paid for the car. Stupid thief. Yeah, that's her. I don't even know her. I know her boss. He's my customer.
Bro, what a grandma.
He's a jeweler in Philadelphia. How are you?
The big grandma.
Sorry, how are you?
Good, good. Nice to meet you.
So what happened?
I work at a jewelry store. I met Sean Kingston. We were going back and forth about some prices. He said, I don't want to do it no more. He had all my jewelry. He said, I don't want to do it no more. Just take me to get the money. We had picked up a certain amount yesterday. We picked up $24,000 from his mother yesterday. And I said, okay, well, I had them leaving with the guys because I don't want to hold $24,000. So I said, okay, well, we'll go pick it up. We all drove down here. And then I was like, give me the jewelry back. He's going to go get your money. I'm not letting you out the car. You're not getting your jewelry until I count my money. He counted his money. His friend counted it wrong. I had some of the jewelry on my lap in a box. And then his friend counted it wrong, and he was like, this is not enough. So he reached back and he like grabbed the box, but he didn't tell me what he was doing, so we're like fighting over the box. So we started like tussling, and then he just like reached in his pants because he had his gun in his pants. He reached his pants, he like put the gun back, and then just turned around and was like, you won't give my shit, I don't got all money. You need to fall the fuck back because all the money is there. You need to slow down and count instead of getting all hype and rowdy, arguing back and forth. And then I guess he got nervous because I didn't like get nervous about the gun. So then he was like, all right. I was like, let me count since your friend can't count. So he was like, count. I counted, it came out right, and then he was giving me a hard time getting the jury. I got the jury, and I just got out. I just left. Like he pulled off, and I was gone.
Okay. I mean, you need to arrest you or anything like that?
No, I'm good. I think my finger should be. I just think it's bruised. I don't think it's.
Oh shit. That was.
It shouldn't be broken. I don't think.
Okay, but you got all the jewelry back and
I
everything,
got
right?
all my jewelry back. It's just the fact that he turned around, he pulled the gun out on me. He was like, "You're not going nowhere. I ain't got all my money." Yes, I am. You got all your money. You need to count slower. Kept going back and forth, and then I guess he was just like.
Okay. I mean, the only thing we would be able to do a report for is that he pulled the gun on. Did he threaten you when he pulled the gun or anything? Or did
He's like, "You're not going nowhere. I ain't got all my money."
Okay, and then he
I was like, "You need to relax. You
did he
got all
point the
your
gun
money."
at you, or he
Yeah,
just?
because I was in the backseat. We were in the coupe.
Okay.
Did
And
she see
then
the
at
gun?
first he wasn't trying to drive with me and the jewelry. I said, I already gave you back half of your money and you got my jewelry. I gotta be with you. You can pull off and go somewhere else. So I got in the car with him.
Yeah,
he
she's
was
a
slowly
hood
giving
rat,
me back
bro.
the jewelry, and I was like putting it in the box that we keep it in. And then when his friend said it was wrong, he just got like he won like from 0 to 100. He just pulled the gun out, cocked it back, turned around, and was like, "You ain't going nowhere. I ain't got all my money. You got all your money.
Okay. So, what did you want from us today then?
Whatever you can do to handle that. And he can't be out here just trying to get over on people that do
Okay, what?
Intimidation.
Okay, but here's the thing. I could do a formal police report for him threatening you with a
Yes,
firearm.
we should do that.
Listen, I'm gonna let her speak because she's a victim. But here's the thing: if a detective comes down, that's because that's a felony because it's with a firearm. So they're gonna question you and they're gonna be like, so are you gonna follow through with the actual charges? Because if you're not gonna follow through with the charges, there's no point in doing it. Because otherwise, it's just a police report. So I'm gonna just let you know before you talk to the detectives. Are you actually gonna come back down, follow through with the charges, and actually do criminal charges against the guy?
He shouldn't be, especially if you try to get over on the girl. I don't like that. You gotta follow through.
Yeah, it sounds like she knows,
Okay.
right?
Do me a favor, stay right here. I don't need you guys anymore. You guys will go in. Just okay. Stay right here. What's your name?
Amanda Torres.
לא, הנה עכשיו עושה ריפורט פה, אתה יושב הבחור שלי, אתה מבין? אבל בוא'נה, זינו לו את האצבע המסכנה.
So who was the one that actually pulled the fire?
Where are they from?
So Sean Kingston or Frank? Because you said.
No, Sean Kingston. Like, he had the firearm. His friend was counting the money. Came in, he was like, I'll give you the jewelry back after.
So Sean Kingston was driving the car.
He was driving the car.
Yeah, you're right.
And his friend was in the passenger side.
Yeah, she looks all
And you know that Sean Kingston how? Because you dealt with him before or what?
I work at a jewelry store, and we deal with him. I was down here for vacation. My boss was like, hey, listen, meet up with him, handle some business. I picked up jewelry for him so he could buy. He was supposed to buy. We had a certain amount that he was supposed to pay me. I was supposed to give it to the jeweler. They were gonna put it in the bank account for me. Like all I was doing was
she's
picking up a
Latina,
drop
Latina
off.
for sure.
I went to his house. I dealt with him yesterday. I got to his house yesterday.
These guys,
And where you work in Philadelphia?
Yeah, I work in Philadelphia.
How much worth of jewelry was it?
It was, so he
Look,
owed
Turkish,
another
no?
balance. The agreement was I had,
But
the chain was
maybe a
50,000.
little more.
The watch was
Towards
55,000.
Arabia's?
And the bracelet he was holding with a down payment of 5,000. The agreement was to pick up a Sky Dweller that they were going to trade in for worse, and he was going to give me 75,000 in cash, and then I'll deposit it into the store account. I picked up 24 yesterday because that's all they had. They said, listen, you
So
come
he was returning the chain and the watch.
No, he was getting the chain and the watch.
Okay.
Yesterday I picked it up.
And how much was he going to deposit? 75?
It's 75 in total, but when I got to his house, it was like, we don't have the whole 75.
No,
Just
she
take
ain't hot. You
24
guys just
and
like
then
her
you meet us
energy.
tomorrow morning and we'll both go to the bank.
You guys like that
Pick it up,
energy,
and then
the
you
combative
deposit.
So you
energy.
get 24
That's what's
yesterday.
going
So I
on
got
here.
24 in cash yesterday, and then it's all in text because his mom was like, I want you to have it in text just in case. I
Look
wrote
at
down
this,
that I
look
got
at this. These guys are also enamored. Oh my
24,000
god.
of them. I took pictures of what I left them. Then the next morning we were supposed to meet him and go to the bank. Today
These are a
we
booty?
met
I
up
don't
around
think
like
so, I don't
11:30. We headed to the bank. His mom got the rest of the money.
What bank was it and where?
It was CITI Bank.
All right, so he was buying
This one,
TD Bank.
27 Amateur Boulevard.
Officer, I'm sorry, I'm gonna go.
No, you're good, man.
This is my card, okay?
I appreciate
Thank you,
it.
buddy. Appreciate
Yeah.
All the cops, they know me.
Always working. Like the first thing he told the cop is, this is where the cops, they buy all the gold jewelry, this is where everybody buys the jewelry, and then he's like, yo, I'm gonna go, here's my card. Oh bro, smart businessman.
Okay?
All right, I got you, bro.
Alright, buddy,
Appreciate it. Yeah?
Listen, thank you.
Yeah, thank
Call
you.
me anything you need, okay?
I will.
I'm gonna turn off my phone in half an hour.
Yeah, I know you guys got your body.
Shabbat,
I
yeah.
understand. Have a good
If
one.
you have any changes, let me know.
I will. Thank
Yeah.
you.
Hey, listen, you're gonna get this guy, okay?
They look Mediterranean / Arabic. He kind of likes the girl. He kind of likes her, not gonna lie. Look, you've been looking at her. He kind of likes her, bro.
All right, so
Look. You see? Bro.
there's a 50.
Let me know.
You feel
I
me?
will. Thank
Look
you.
at
Hey, listen, you're gonna get this guy, okay?
this.
All right, so
He was
there's a
thinking
$50,000
about it.
watch. I mean chain and a $55,000 watch. What else was it?
And it was
And
a
she's in the
bracelet,
business,
but he
too,
was only
just
holding
like
the
him.
bracelet until his other bracelet got done. So he put a $5,000 deposit on the bracelet. I was supposed to get 75 in total
Why were you only gonna get 75?
because he has a Sky Dweller watch that he wanted to trade in as like for jewelry you
Yeah.
could trade in.
Yeah.
So he was gonna do the 75 plus the Sky Dweller to pay off the balance. That was what I was supposed to pick up. When I got there yesterday, they told me, oh, I only have 24. We can meet up tomorrow and we can go to the bank. I said, cool, that's fine. We extended my day here. We bought a new flight ticket and everything. I was supposed to come early in the morning
Hey,
and pick it up.
actually, you got his number, right?
Yeah, I have
Call
his
him back. I'm gonna need the pictures of the cars,
Of all the cars.
the vehicle. Yeah. So where exactly did this occur at?
So it occurred on 55th and I'll get the exact address, but it was on the other block. It wasn't right here. Let me go run and get him real quick. Car.
So,
So he kind of hopped in and
She
at
loves
this
the
point,
great body
like,
so you didn't, but there was another. Well, what was? There's
he had
another
on,
guy.
like, yeah, it was another guy. He had on like a
What was
regular
it? Black male, white male?
black male, and he had dreads.
Okay. So let me get this straight. So you came down. He was gonna buy a watch, a
No.
bracelet, or a
He's gonna
watch,
trade it in.
a necklace,
And he was holding a
and he was
bracelet.
holding a bracelet, and he was gonna trade in another
Another watch that he already owns
for it.
for collateral for the price that he couldn't make up for.
Okay. And so you gave him,
He gave me, if you want to look at the text
but
messages,
and then he decided he didn't want to do it anymore, right?
he decided he didn't want to do it. We were trying to make a deal go like, we were like, listen, once you get, because he said he can't get the watch, is at his aunt's house, and he can't get out the safe for 2 days. So we were like, okay, well, let us hold jewelry, and once you get the watch, you ship it to us, and we ship it back to you, your jewelry. And then the deal is closed. And he just kept going like, oh, no, like, I don't want it no more, I don't want it no more, I don't want it.
And then
We kept
pulled the
going
gun.
like back and forth. Like, I mostly was like going back and forth because he kept saying like, oh, I got a video shoot tomorrow, I need my jewelry. So that's fine. Just let us hold stuff that you don't use, and when you get the watch, it's all said and done. Like, it'll be an even trade. We still got the deal going. You gave me what you said you was gonna give
Okay.
me.
So it didn't go through, and you were giving them 24,000
He was
back.
like, well, we're gonna go pick up the money. So we all came down here to pick up the money, and then that's when he kind of got like, he told he was like parked in right here, and then he told his BMW guy to pull up in front of the car that my people were in, the rental, so that they can't get out. And then he's just sitting in the car, and I was like, I kind of already noticed like what was going on. I was like, all right, listen, let me get the jewelry back. I got a flight to catch. I don't want to. You count your money and then I get out. No, I'm not giving you the jewelry back. You gotta wait. I can't get out the car anyway. Like I'm in the back of the car. Like just let me hold the jewelry and then you do what you gotta do. No, giving me a hard time. When the money came, his friend told him it was short, and he just reached back. And
So the 24 that you were giving him back was short.
because I already gave him the 50,000 that he gave me today. Like we went straight to the bank. He decided he didn't want to do it. So you take the 50,000 back. We'll go pick up the 24.
I don't know if I'm slow or if she just wasn't telling like a bit of the story. Like she gave back 50K and then she was gonna give him 24 in cash. Am I slow or is that what she just said right now? But she was saying she was 24 right from before, but she also said it was 75. So it doesn't.
I already had the watch and the chain in a box on my lap. I was waiting for him to give me back the bracelet.
Yeah, I can't
and then
be
his friend told
a
me
jewelry
short, and he
seller,
just kind of
bro.
reached
Too many
over like
numbers.
really aggressively and was just fighting with me. And I didn't want to let it go because I didn't know what he was going to do. So I was just like, no.
The
Like,
driver did.
Yeah, Sean Kingston, because he was the driver.
Yeah.
So he reached back and he was like fighting with me for the box. And he just like went like this. That's why I have it like the box scraped me this way.
Okay.
He threw the box by his feet and he was like, you ain't getting out. And he just kept getting right. I said, well, you ain't gotta, like, you getting all, you trying to strong arm me right now. He just pulled out his gun, he cocked it back, and he said, you're not leaving this fucking car. Y'all owe me money. I said, well, y'all need to relax. Y'all not even trying to count. Y'all ain't not trying to even talk reasonably. You over here pulling out a gun on a female. You ain't not looking tough at all. Like, you need to relax. I guess since I didn't get scared and like shut up because he put the gun down,
Yeah.
he got a little nervous.
What kind of gun was it, or what did it look like?
It was like a small gun. I'm not really good with gun names. It was a small gun, about like this big.
Okay.
They usually keep it because it's small. It fits in their pants.
What color?
Black.
Was it like a revolver, or did it look like more like?
What?
No, it was more like a pistol, but it wasn't like it was like a modern, not the guns that the cops use. It was like that, but smaller.
Okay.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. You said it's black.
It's black.
Anything else that makes it stand out?
It's like the handle part is metallic matte, and then the part where you cock back is shiny.
But it's all. But
Yeah,
it's black.
small gun fits in
Yeah,
his
it's
pants.
this one.
So that's one I have.
Yeah, but it's not a Beretta.
That's not a Beretta.
It's a
It's a
smaller
Glock.
one.
Okay.
They were talking about.
So
it in
where
the
exactly?
car.
I still need to know exactly where this happened at.
Beretta's a little longer.
Which
9
one is it?
You see
millimeter.
that burgundy car?
Yeah.
That's where the other
Like,
jeweler
they have a certain
and my guy
block?
was sitting in.
The
And
cops.
then Sean Keyston pulled into the middle of those
They
two
got no
cars.
safety,
When he actually
right?
pulled the gun on you, where was
We
the car?
were right here. So
Berettas do have safety, I think.
this store got surveillance.
Because if the gun pulls it, they're shooting.
They were all the guys were right here because they already noticed that it was getting like.
But he
rowdy.
left, right?
Yeah, he left. They have Shabbat. They're Jewish, so they shut up all their phones and everything. My person's car was right there with exactly where that burgundy car is, and then Sean Keyston's car pulled up into a park space right here. His BMW friend was double parked right here, but he told him to move the car up to block this
It was
car to get
double
out,
parked.
like where my car was.
Okay.
Oh.
And which one's his?
This is H&S Jewelry. This is the person that was with me, the guy that was with me earlier. And then they were all standing over there when I got out the car, so maybe you get cameras right here.
She's quite
But
young though.
H&S is the guy that I was with. I don't know where my
She's
GPS
what?
is over there.
19,
Are you leaving tonight?
20.
Yeah, I'm not staying tonight, but if you need me to come back, I come back.
Okay.
My boss is more nervous for me
Yeah,
because it's a
Yeah.
jewelry store.
She a little savage, bro.
I'm gonna raise a detective right now. I'm gonna see. Most likely, because it does involve a firearm, most likely they're gonna come out. They're gonna want to come out and talk to you.
Okay, so all right, that's fine.
Okay. What time's your flight?
I had to change my flight. My flight
He's
was
also
in 20
Latino.
minutes, so I'm
The
not
cop,
gonna make it.
I heard flight. I heard flight Latino. Bro, I can just imagine this motherfucker when he's editing, he's dancing. And it's like another another quick 10K. He's bowling, adding the music at the end, dancing. Come on, bro. Let me see. Oh my god, for a detailed description of the events, including the reason why prosecutors dropped all charges against Sean Kingston, visit rwp.yt Kingston. Okay. What in the Adam Sandler Uncut Gems is happening here? Oh my god, did you see what this guy just did? Do you see what this guy does? He's building a community like the way Ludwig built a community. Bro, he drops in, like he drops the summary, right? He drops the fucking thing and then he directs you. Hey, by the way, go to my Reddit, okay? Go to my Reddit, Real World Police. And then read, motherfucker, so you become a part of his community. Bro, this motherfucker's smart as fuck. Robbery. Yeah, we're here. Will you agree China is the embodiment of Christian religion, peace in exchange for obedience? I'm pretty sure, isn't China like pretty atheistic? Yeah, isn't China pretty atheistic? I love it. The girl on vacation in Miami, her boss called her, hey, can you meet this famous rapper or jewelry store owner? I sell to all the cops around here. Here's my card. Yeah. Bro, this is just like crazy as fuck. Maybe my life is just boring, but I cannot imagine doing a $75,000 cash business deal in a car with guns. Yeah, I don't know. Alright, so here we go. Did you get a haircut? Yeah, bro, look, I got an eyebrow slit. Look at this. I'm a fuckboy now. Bro, it's over for these other fucking streamers. I cleaned up nice. Look at this. Let's read this, boys. On July, I also fucking trimmed the beard. Thank you for noticing. Yeah, I know I look good. I know I look good, but I saw myself in the mirror and I said, God damn, boy, you look. I would kiss you. That's what I said. And I ain't gay. I turned myself gay. Beautiful. There we go. Alright. Here we go, boys. On July 27th, 2018, Assistant State Attorney Eddie L. Holiday. I already know this guy about taking L. Wrote a memo to Chief Assistant State Attorney Kathleen Hogue regarding the state of Florida versus Sean Kingston, okay? It's better known, rapper Sean Kingston. Holiday wrote the frustrated memo explained the facts of the case against Kingston and why the state of Florida was declining to prosecute. In summary, in June 2018, Amanda Torres was in Miami for a vacation when her boss called her regarding the jewelry transaction that he wanted Torres to complete. The boss explained that Torres would pick up the 2 pieces of jewelry from a store in downtown Miami, go to Sean Kingston's home to sell the jewelry for $75,000 and a trade-in watch. When Torres and an employee of the store, Hanan Rubinov, drove to Kingston's home, they learned Kingston did not have the full 75. Okay. Kingston only had 24. However, Kingston still wanted the jewelry as a sign of good faith. And as a sign of good faith, gave Torres 24 and a very expensive watch, with the intention that the next day Kingston would withdraw the rest of the money, retrieve the original trade-in watch. Torres allowed Sean Kingston to take the 2 pieces of jewelry and took the watch plus the 24. Okay, yeah, it was a trade. So yeah, the watch is there for, just in case he doesn't have the 75. Sign of good faith. Next morning, Kingston's mother calls Torres, explained that she would withdraw the $50,000 from a bank on behalf of Sean. Kingston's mother also explained that she needed a ride to the bank and asked Torres to pick her up from his son's home. Okay, Torres retrieved Kingston's collateral watch with the thought that she would soon receive the $50K and trade in the watch discussed the previous day. Okay. Torres and Rubenov picked up Kingston's mother from her son's home and drove to the bank. Kingston's mother withdrew the 50k, handed the 50k to Torres. The three of them returned to Kingston's house to retrieve the trading watch. Right? When they got to Kingston's house, Kingston's mother stated that the trading watch wasn't there. Ah. How's the watch not going to be there? Hold on. She gave Kingston the watch, took in another watch, and took 25k. And they said, tomorrow we give you 50k, you give me the watch, I'll give you 50k. Mother gets the 50k. She's supposed to have the watch. She's now supposed to give the watch. And that's it, right? That ends there, right? Isn't that how it works? Then Kingston's mother tried to trade in another watch. Oh, I see. No, I don't see. What? Wait, I gotta read this again. I don't see. I do not see. Am I stupid, or is this like... Torres retrieved Kingston's collateral, alright, with the thought that she would soon receive the 50k and the trade in. Yes. Torres and Rubenov picked up Kingston's mother from her son's home, drove to the bank. Kingston's mother withdrew 50 and handed the money. The three of them went home to retrieve the trading watch. But when they got to Kingston's house, Kingston's mother stated that the trading watch wasn't there. Oh, okay, so they were going to give her a different watch than the watch. Ah, no, this doesn't make... Am I retarded? Guys, what's going... Am I retarded? I gotta read this again. Am I having a stroke right now? Okay, he only had 24, right? Still wanted the jewelry, and as a sign of good faith, yeah. So this is the trading watch. So she got 25 and 50. Okay, right? The next day, the rest of the money and retrieved the original trading. So yeah, they get the 50k and then they get this. No, like she already gave him the watch, right? And yeah, home for 75. Oh, okay, my bad. Okay, I understand. Okay, it was 75,000 and a watch. Okay. And then this trading watch wasn't home and she tried to give her another watch. Oh, that's dirty, bro. We already settled that you were going to give me a trade-in, bro, and you just lied to me. No. Alright, but Torres's buff refused to accept the substitute. So Kingston's mother called her son and asked him to come home and negotiate himself. After negotiating for really 3 hours, Kingston decided that he no longer wanted the jewelry and asked for his money back. Torres handed Kingston's watch back to him and asked for the 2 pieces of jewelry that Torres had given Kingston the previous day are allowed to hold. Kingston refused, stating that he would only give back the jewelry after he received all of the money, which had been placed in a jewelry store safe. Kingston demanded that they all drive downtown to retrieve the money. He stated that he would return the jewelry once he had received his 24,000. Torres called the boss to explain the situation. The boss advised that they should ride downtown together, or else Kingston might just keep the jewelry and drive away. Damn, bro. Yeah, this looks like a ploy from Sean Kingston, dude. Yo, he's dirty as fuck, bro. Did you see what he does? He says He says, yo, I'm gonna give you this watch, right? And 75K. Says, yo, I can only give you 24 right now, right? Then my mom will give you 51 tomorrow. When she comes home, she says, hey, this watch isn't here, but this one is the same value. This one's the same value. But this one ain't the same value. This ain't what I asked. I asked for this. That's what he does. That's what he does, bro. And then not only does he win, because a lot of people will take this deal, right? A lot of people will take this deal. This motherfucker, right? Yo, Cheeky, thank you for the sub. Thank you for the sub, buddy. There you go. Thank you for the sub. Diaz gonna whoop some ass or what? No, unfortunately, I don't think so, buddy. So yeah, Kingston does this kind of shit. And then he's like, yo, give me back my money, right? Give me back my money, because I don't want any trade anymore. And then he has them leave to get the money, and then he's out. He's out that bitch with the jewelry. So he pays 24,000 for jewelry. You see what he does? He pays 24,000 and he keeps everything else. That's what he does. So he's stiffing them out of 50,000 and the trading watch. So like probably a couple of hundred. Damn, bro. That's what he fucking does. What a scammer. What a piece of shit. Torres got into Kingston's Bentley Coupe with Kingston driving and an unknown Latino male in the front passenger seat. Before they left, Kingston asked the Latino male for his gun. Ultimately, Rubinov retrieved the 24,000, handed the money to Kingston, who handed the money back to the unknown black male to be counted, and then he says, it ain't the whole money. Torres then told Kingston to bro, so you know what? He doesn't even give them the 24. He says it ain't enough money, bro. You're scamming me. Get the fuck out of my car. Damn, bro. He's a piece of shit. Who handed the money to the unknown black male encounter. Torres then told Kingston to let her out of his car and to hand over the jewelry because Kingston had his money. In response, Kingston yelled at Torres, I'm not letting you out. I need you to make sure all my fucking money is here. Bro, you know what they need to do? They need to record this motherfucker. They need to record this motherfucker. Because if this is what he does, and if they catch him, oh, he gets fucked. He gets fucked. The problem is it's he said, she said. Here. Right? You're not getting out. All the money's there. During the counting, Kingston took off the jewelry, placed it in a box, and handed the box to Torres. But Kingston did not allow Torres to leave. Then the black meltdown Kingston, they had only received 23,700. Bro, you really think somebody's gonna steal $300 from you and fuck up a relationship and fuck up all of these things? Bro, you either counted wrong or you lying. Like, you really think somebody's gonna stiff you for $300 after they already said 24? Come on, dog. When Kingston heard that he had been shorted, he tried to take the jewelry box from Torres. Yeah, okay, bro. So you're gonna take the jewelry that cost $100K for $300? You see this shit? Do you see what this motherfucker pulls? Bro, Kingston and L. Oh my god. They struggled over the box, but Kingston overpowered Torres and took the jewelry box. So Torres protects her. Kingston took out a gun, racked the slide, and pointed at Torres, telling her, you're not getting out the fucking car because I don't have all the fucking money. So you know what? Kingston even gets paid $300 every time he does this. Because I bet you he's done it several times, and the people even gave him like an extra $300 out of that pocket. Oh my god, bro. He's taken like 100,000 from them and then an extra 300. Bro, he's hurting. Torres asked to count the money herself. explained that all the money was there. Kingston then gave the money back to the blackmailer, who agreed that all the money was there. As Kingston apologized for pointing his gun at Torres, Torres off the car. The blackmailer slapped the door on Torres' finger, causing an injury. After revising the evidence, Asa Holiday filed an arrest warrant and information charging Kingston with 1 count of armed robbery with a firearm and 1 count of armed false imprisonment. Sean Kingpin. Dude. Oh, 1 count of armed false imprisonment. Okay. I thought Kingston had the false imprisonment. But no. So if you hold somebody ransom for a little bit, it's false imprisonment. I didn't know. Because basically she was held ransom, right? And then let go. According to Asa Holiday's memo, this ASA filed the information after assessing the credibility of victim Torres. This case ultimately comes down to Torres' credibility because the criminal episode took place in the defendant's vehicle and they had no proof, bro. And the defendant and an unknown black male, they had no proof, bro. Victim's pre-filed statement was consistent with the sworn audio recorded statement. Is Asa specifically inquired as to Torres' level of cooperation with the case. So she told the truth, right? Would only file the arrest warrant if she would completely cooperate with the state's investigation. So she was telling the truth, bro. She was telling the truth, bro. But they had no proof. Except for he said, she said. This Asa further advised that it would be a complete waste of judicial resources for the state attorney official to file the information and arrest warrant for the defendant. Yo, Kingston is gonna shoot somebody, and then all the people that reported him and all the people that said, yo, this motherfucker's doing this shit, then it will be their fault because they did nothing. Like, he will accidentally kill somebody. Bro. Victim Torres advised that she had an attorney but would fully cooperate with the state's case. On July 26, 2018, this ASA received a phone call from the defendant's attorney. The defendant's attorney advised Torres through her personal attorney has filed a demand letter to the defendant requesting that the victim pay Torres $250,000 in exchange for the payment. Victim Torres would not pursue litigation for any time. This ASA brought this demand letter to the division chief, which advised that I explained the surrounding circumstances to Chief Assistant Kathleen Ho. This ASA met with Chief Assistant and explained the facts of this case. ASA Assistant State Attorney. I didn't know what ASA was and I figured it out. I'm a genius, bro. Assistant State Attorney also advised of the demand letter. The Chief Assistant instructed this ASA to dismiss the case and quash the warrant because now there are major credibility issues with the victim. What? So they still keep the 50K from the mother? Lol. Hoodrats from Philly don't want justice, they want money. That's not what happened at all. Did these people not read? Bro, they gave the 50K back. They didn't keep the 50K, or maybe they did. I don't know. Maybe I'm the idiot who didn't read. No, but listen, she didn't want the money. The attorney said we don't want like, how are we gonna prosecute, bro? We got no proof. And then she wanted to file $250,000, right? She filed that in. She was like, hey, I want $250 to pay for my shit, bitch. And then they said, like, bro, this doesn't look good. Now it looks like she's after the money. We can't, like, this is not a good case. But honestly, damn, dude, they let him go. Yeah, scroll up. I will read. Another case. Kingston charged with grand theft, arrest warrant issued over jewelry. Oh yeah, bro. He did this. He did this, bro. This is the story that he did this. Jewelers, they talk to each other. An arrest warrant has been issued for Sean Kingston, who was reportedly stiffed yet another jeweler for their money. Cheeky. Thank you for the fucking five months, bro. 5 months old. Thank you so much, boys. You guys have been subscribing so much, bro. I actually don't even know how many subscribers I have. But it says 10 out of 20, but I actually don't. I have no idea. I might have more, I might have less. In February 2018, a judge ordered Kingston to pay $301,000. Bro, when are they gonna get him? This was 5 years ago. He was also sued by Avi Jewelers for $356,000. It seems like he owes like $1 million, bro. $600K. Kingston reportedly slammed into a bridge, catapulting himself and a female passenger into the water and was knocked unconscious. Kingston was then taken to the hospital in critical condition, where 11 days later he had to have emergency open heart surgery for a torn aorta. Did he try to kill himself? Beautiful girl. Dun, 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 na, 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 na. You got me suicidal. Suicidal. Beautiful girl. Damn, dude. Open heart surgery, torn aorta. That's tough. He could have died. Dude, being knocked unconscious in water, you drown. It's a miracle him and the girl didn't drown. It's a miracle him and the girl didn't die. Hey, listen, bro. Karma's a bitch, bro. That's how it is. Karma is a bitch. Sean Kingston, you better pay up, bro, because, hey, if you don't pay the doctor, bro, his fee, he's gonna open that aorta again. Oh my god. What the fuck, bro? We need a mega thread. Bro, this guy, Real World Police, he's doing what I should be doing, bro. This guy's an inspiration. Real World Police, bro. He's got a subreddit. He posts the things on the subreddit. Bro, this motherfucker. Bro. He's getting it out there. 3 months ago, okay, like a little late, but you know, he's trying. And he does real good on YouTube. I think what this guy has to do is shuttle people, instead of just play his music at the end of the video, tell people, guys, join the subreddit where I just give you more informations and mega threads and shit. Like, he could do a mega thread for all the Sean Kingston stuff. Damn. The arrest of Jorge Masvidal. Bro, this guy dropping heavy hitters, huh? This guy dropping heavy hitters.
He's gonna probably say that you...
Firefighter arrested for impersonating police officer. How are you gonna be a firefighter pretending to be a police officer, bro? Don't these people, like, supposedly hate each other? Don't the cops and the firefighters have, like, wars between them? You're a disgrace, California cop arrested in Arizona. Also, what the fuck? Why is his face shifted? Yeah, baseball games. Yeah, they got like a rivalry, right? Police respond to 11-year-old with fake gun at the mall. America.
On University or Delray?
America.
Negative on the description so far.
Bro, I'm so proud of my fucking eyebrow slit. I did it myself and I'm proud as fuck. I think it needs to be a little deeper though. You feel me? So you could actually see it. But I think in real life you can see it. Maybe we do another eyebrow slit. Bro, I'm becoming a fuckboy.
Unknown if he is seated or still walking around RP security.
I'm turning into a fuckboy. I love it.
Again, it's going to be theater number 8.
Cars, do you want me to try and make entry to the front? You guys want to keep that?
It's a dick measuring contest?
I'll go with you to the front.
Bro, listen. Bro, all I'm gonna say, nobody hates the firefighters. Everybody loves them.
Correct. We have 2-5 with the RP.
Okay, firefighters are big, jacked, manly, beautiful, dressed in oil. They do calendars. When the fuck have you seen police calendars? You feel me? Bro, firefighters are hotties with a body. Police officers, fat motherfuckers who eat donuts. Standard police L. Bro, I'm telling you boys, it's all in the name. All in the name.